You know, out of all the places I could have arrived at, this wasn't one I was expecting. Now don't get me wrong. It's nice to be out and away from the rain. But, it looks like this place already has a leak. The floor looks damp. Judging by the plug sockets, we are in America. Or at least a place that... No, just America. What is this? Webcom. Let's see. Oh. God, I'm a moth. Does this open? The answer is no. The light switches do not function. Well, on the bright side, I mean, I can eat something, but I'm not particularly feeling hungry at the moment. Someone's left their laptop on. Hold on, what's this say? I can't quite make it out, but I could probably read it if I tried. Now, obviously, there's something here. The question is, what? Hang in there. You know, I'm trying. Printer ink, most likely. God, it is dark in here. Hold on. There we go. Someone's office. It's a quaint little office. Keyboard's not bad. PC's off. As always. If they're always on, then they never have internet, and if they're always off, well, they're always off. Coffee maker. Oh, hell yeah, edible soap. Sneezy. Wait, disc mending ang. I assume this is dishwashing. Dishwash. Strong, send hep. A lot of bananas. Does this place have nothing but fruit? Do fruits work here? This office has a much less comfortable chair. What is this? I've done some research. The records go way back on my mother's side. I couldn't believe it at first, but it turns out she was my great-great-grandmother. I don't know what she wants, but I do know that she has done some really bad things during her life. Remember, the light is her weakness. Interesting, and what does this say? It's a bit hard to make out because my shadow gets in the way. My shadow Huh. Again, I can't quite make it out. We have more things. So, from what I can gather from the note we've just found, someone's been looking into something about their mother. And their mother supposedly has done quite a few bad things. And what the fuck is this? Oh, it's just a sticky note. I'm not gonna sit in the chair, that thing's sticky. Okay. But either way, light seems to be whatever's grandmother is weakness. God, I'd hate to work in this office. It's cramped as shit. Not only that, but how are you supposed to watch porn and masturbate in peace? I mean, hell, they've got a window. No privacy. The printer? Sorry, photocopier. That's concerning. You doing anything? Oh. What is this? I don't know what you're doing, but what do we have here? So, I think we just went across there. Okay, and we're at the angle point, so we should be about here. So, wait, this isn't in English. We have, you know what? Diversity hires. Locked. So this thing's just doing its own thing. Okay. Well, this is ominously lit. Oh. That's a wall. Okay. But this seems to be... If I had to guess... Nice leather jacket. My office. Perhaps? Maybe? What is this? Again, I can sit if I so chose. We can toggle the radio. We have a tiny toy. Interesting. Okay. Doesn't turn on. Let's turn that off for now. So is there anything of use here? Anything whatsoever that might be of value? Well, you're just not doing anything, you're just making noise. Still locked. Wait a minute. Was this room always here? It is pitch black in here. So far, this just seems to be an office complex with some ambient thunder, a little bit of a spooky atmosphere, which can be quite unsettling. It has a water cooler for uncomfortable conversation. It even bubbles. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to get myself a drink. It has... For a second I thought that was potato. I've done research. The records go back on my mother's side. I wouldn't believe it at first, but it turns out she's my great-great-grandmother. I don't know what she wants, but I do know that she has done some terrible things. Well, that just doesn't help. And if I could read this... The thing is, I can't. It's too blurry for me. Like, if I sat down and really... Let's see. Dear Mr. Lockhart, it was a pleasure speaking with you last week about the new computer product. Save. Save? I would like to thank you for your order and something in our company. Something Tech Systems is dedicated to providing high-quality products and unsurpassed service, and we hope that you will allow us to continue to serve your business in a way that is mutually beneficial. Miss Patricia Parker, the sales representative in your area, will be handling your account. She will be contacting you this week to schedule a something up visit to familiarize you and the JSKI? MA loading? I can't tell. Staff with a product line. If you have any further questions, please. This is just a query. That's useless. I'm much more interested in this, but the problem is, again, the lighting just does not allow me to. My shadow's just awfully in the way, and the head angle I'd have to have is just super uncomfortable. Okay, is the sound I'm hearing here someone trying to use the chopping board? But there isn't a chopping board. There's just edible dish soap. A fridge that doesn't open. Apples. And potted plants, which look far too plastic. I mean, can I turn the lights off? The lights do not turn off. The bathroom is a bathroom. I mean, I've already had a riveting piss, and yes, I did be sure to wash my fingies. They are washed. Again, it is really storming out there tonight. I'm clearly missing something, or there isn't anything here. So far, I'm starting to believe that there might not be anything. I mean, obviously, you know, they got a stapler. They got yes. Unbranded energy overkill soft drink. Wonderful. My favorite. Is there anything on this? Nope, it's just nerd speak. I can't even fuck with the markers. Okay. This is just a wall. You know what? I think I'm gonna just get a flashlight real quick. And I'm gonna read that note, and I'm just gonna hope that there is something about this note. This is a written review of something that it has been receiving. Okay, so I've just checked that note. There is nothing, as far as I could tell, that's important on it, and it is even harder to read than the other notes because it's in a fancy font, and I cannot read those. So, 1 second, please. There we go. So, that note had nothing, and why are you intractable but nothing else? I don't get it. I must be missing something with this. Hello? I hear her knocks on the door. I probably should have kept the fucking flashlight. This place is pitch black. Is there anything on the desk? Well, that's concerning. She won't let you leave. And we have a Ouija board. So we have a candle, which I don't know how to light. And we have this guy. What happens if I put you in the middle? It's getting more and more cryptic. I hear her knocks on the door. She's coming closer. A ghost or the devil in the veil? Okay. You keep making noise. Still locked. The problem is, what do I do here? Is there anything I can do? Am I just trapped? Stuck? Unable to do things? I mean, this room didn't really have anything I could use in it. I mean, it's got a laptop, but there's nothing of any real use in here. There's a note that's upside down that I just cannot, for the life of me, read. Because again, it's upside down and I cannot get onto the table to read it. The bathroom has nothing. What if I just take the dish soap over to the little pentagram? Anything in here? No, nothing interactable. I'm just running in a big circle at this point. Surely there's something about you. No, nothing? Damn. She won't let you leave. She won't even appear. What do I do? I've looked around a bit now, and I think this is all there is to this place. I think this might genuinely be it. Hello. Thanks for joining this spooky little chill world. I'm not sure if anybody really remembers this short indie game, but if you do, then you a real one, lol. Anyway, again, thanks for stopping by and visiting. Enjoy your stay at the office. One Late Night by Black Curtain Studio. The map port, Mr. Fazbear. And I think for now, I am done. So, this has been One Late Night, The Office, by a Mr. Fazbear. Now, obviously, I should have probably taken a bit more of a hint that this is more of an ambience and atmospheric horror. However, when I look for horror worlds and I see a horror tag and I see a creepy little office, obviously I'm going to swing by and see what's happening. I apologize if it was a fairly uneventful little horror. Don't get me wrong, not every horror needs to have something jumping at you and screaming boo. And again, this place seems to just mostly be atmospheric. It has a video player, it has a radio, it has some creep, maybe a little bit of lore. But it's also just mainly a place for hanging out and chilling, and sometimes that's what you get. The creator, Mr. Fazbear, has a whole array of maps, including the Slendy series, which I will at some point swing by and have a look at. After all, horror is my bread and my butter. Fear, my bread, terror, my wine, as they say. And ever on the look for more horror, to see how people do it, how they orchestrate their horror. This one wasn't intended to be scary, I feel, but that might just be me. Either way, it is a good map, and I highly recommend you come and check it out and stay a while, listen, and see if you can't spot something I have missed. Please check out Black Curtain Studio and Mr. Fazbear. Both have done some interesting work. Check them out. Now, let me address an obvious point. I'm here alone. Mochi is currently unwell and recuperating, and I don't want her to push herself if she doesn't have to. I won't go into details, but she is alright. Right now she is resting. Plus, atop her condition, her VR headset wire managed to also break. So, unfortunately, a double whammy. Mochi will be fine. She will be back, I promise you. But a couple of these maps are going to be a solo act until Mochi herself gets better. And once she is back, it will be a grand time. But for now, again, it is just me, so I apologize for the lack of witty banter. But for now, I have been the Traveling Zomble. She is Mama Mochi, the one and only. Please like, comment, and subscribe to Mama Mochi. You can also subscribe to me, but she deserves a lot more love than I do. Please send her a subscription, a like, maybe even a comment just saying hi. I'm sure she'd appreciate it. And maybe send me one too if you're feeling up to it. I've rambled enough. This map is good. It's not a jump scare horror or anything like that, just a nice little ambient horror. I'll check out the other stuff at some point, but for now, this is where I get off. Farewell, friends, and take care. Now, let's go home.